Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Baby Arugula, and thanks for joining me for another video. So it's been a few weeks since my last video, and in that time I've had some pretty big changes going on in my life behind the scenes, which is why I've kind of taken a break from Instagram as well, in addition to YouTube. That last episode of Conversations with Jordan was amazing. If you haven't seen that, go check it out, and also go find their music, go stalk their Instagram. They're awesome. But today, I kind of wanted to take you through some of the changes that you'll be seeing in the new Baby Arugula videos, as well as some of the new music that I've got coming up. First off, you may have already noticed my environment has changed. I am no longer living in the box that I was before. In fact, if you've seen that episode of Conversations with Jordan, you'll recall that we were talking about a friend of ours named Henry. I am now living with Henry in this space. This is our control room slash bedroom. There's 3 rooms back here. I guess there's 4. This is like a garage that's been renovated as a music slash living space. So this is the bedroom and control room. Behind the camera is the live room slash storage. Everything's kind of a mess right now. We're figuring out how to actually make things work with living. It's a bit of a mess having 2 people's shit everywhere while also trying to have space and turn this into a recording area. And then to my left is the bathroom, or your right. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work out, but so that's what we're working with here. I wanted to kind of give you guys a little tour and also just thank you for your patience. I mean, it's not like my videos get very many views. I don't know who's really waiting for me to make more videos, but I haven't lost any subscribers in that time, so I do appreciate that. Thanks for everyone who's just down for the journey. You know, we're young and we're new, but we're still growing, so that's cool. So anyway, another thing that is different is that in the box that I was living in before, I was very fortunate to have a perfectly placed window that would give me some pretty good natural light. You can tell on the camera now that our windows are behind me, which is not ideal for lighting. Let me share with y'all a little bit about the vision for this space. I've already called this room the control room slash bedroom. We are both sleeping in here, but we can stack the mattresses so they're out of the way. We've got our monitors we built. In order for us to all fit in here, we tore out a bookshelf that was just falling apart and not actually serving any purpose. And out of that wood, we built these speaker stands that the speakers are now on. We both had our own monitors, so having 4 monitors like this is kind of overkill. Like the top ones aren't in the proper listening position if you're sitting in the chair. But it is nice to have another reference in the room. But anyway, so we've got our control room here. We have a little bit of rack hardware. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not. We have our interfaces connected through ADAT. So we've got up to, I think we have up to 16 channels input, if I'm not mistaken. And then about that many for outputs as well. And we actually, this whole building used to be an office kind of thing where Henry's dad started his company. So there's already like holes in the wall for routing cables and whatnot. So we're going to get a breakout box so we can have 16 or 20 inputs or something out there in the other room that'll just be wired through the wall, rigged right up here. And we'll have a fully functioning recording studio, and we'll be doing mixing and mastering. All of the mixing and mastering that I've been doing for Baby Arugula will now be taking place in this room, and Henry and I will also be doing our own things for tracking and recording in both of these spaces. So I've had a lot of people hit me up asking if they could hire me for tracking and recording, which I unfortunately had to decline because of COVID and because I was living with my parents and I had to keep them safe. But now I'm capable of doing that. So for those of you who need tracking and recording services, we have a space here. I'm gonna get up and walk around and show you guys the space. It's a bit of a mess, so it's kind of embarrassing, but we have a drum kit, we've got amps, we have instruments, we got keyboards, MIDI, all the shit that you typically need. I mean, we don't have horns or violins and cellos or whatever, but you know, we have the basics. And if you want to record your own instruments, of course, you can bring them here and we can plug you in and record you. So now that end of our business is available, and just as before, I'll still be doing mixing and mastering and production as well. So feel free to hit me up for that. All right, here's the ultimate test of how steady my hands are. I'm actually going to be holding the camera and just showing you around. So here's the control room. That's where I was just sitting, right? You got the speakers. So we've got an Apollo X8P over there with a Focusrite. Those are connected via ADAT. So that's how we're getting our inputs and whatnot. Here's our shitty lighting. Here's both of our mattresses. You can see, like I said, it's a bit of a mess. Tripod, another light. We're figuring it out. Pedal board. This is actually, we built this pedal board out of the bookshelf that I was telling you about that we tore down. Leftover wood from the speaker stands. So drum kit, some shitty styrofoam diffusion up on the wall. You know, I don't know if the styrofoam is actually doing anything, but in concept, our heart's in the right place. Instruments, amps, bass amp over here, loads of guitars in the corner, junk. So anyway, this is the space, and yeah, I didn't take any notes of things that I wanted to talk about, but I think that's basically, I think that pretty much sums up the big changes that I wanted to share with y'all today in this video. I'm sure more things will inevitably emerge in the future videos. Henry and I will be doing a lot of videos together here on Baby Arugula, and we might even be starting a new channel. Baby Arugula was kind of a thing to keep me driven while living on my own, being unemployed during COVID. However, we may move in a direction that is more oriented towards the two of us. So stay tuned for that. We'll see how that works out in the future. But yeah, thank you so much for staying subscribed to the channel and for joining me for this video. If you watched the whole thing, I mean, vlogs and daily life updates are kind of lame, but I figured for those of you who maybe are interested, there you go. It's a little bit therapeutic for me. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in some future videos. We've got a lot of stuff planned that we'll be doing soon, and more Henry in future videos. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you next time. Bye.